What's good, y'all? Hey, I just watched the movie Parasite. If you haven't heard about it, it's won a lot of awards. It's a really look. I'm finna be get deep in this motherfucker. So it was a good movie. It was a really good movie, right? My mother wanted me to watch it with her, and I wanted to spend some time with her and my family since we're inside a lot more. And I kind of want to talk about it. I ended up going off on the deep end when she asked me what my opinion was. I was kind of disgusted throughout the whole movie, but let me tell you guys why real quick, okay? So the movie was excellent, right? The movie in itself portrayed the it's called Parasite, right? So the name Parasite really permeates throughout a lot of um, interactions between the characters in the movie. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you too much about it. I'm gonna just give a brief synopsis over it. I don't want to give any spoilers. It's essentially the the differences between, or not the differences, but like the class difference. You will see the extreme poor interact with the extreme wealthy. This movie, I feel like for us, in particular, Americans and other, you know, first society, you know, first class societies or whatever, some shit like that, first world countries, we're able to look at movies like this and think like, oh, some people really live like that. Damn. Okay, let's go to Waterburger, some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go get some custard. Let's go smoke some weed. We seriously, like, for my last job, working with Facebook, content meet moderation and shit like that, I saw everything. Everything. One thing that I really did see a lot of too was literally how poor people are living out here. They have cameras like this, but their circumstances, like they have phones, they have iPhones, they have little Androids and shit like that. And it's so crazy because, cell phones, the type of cell phone you have, usually we can tell what kind of person you are. You know what I'm saying? We look at iPhones like they're luxury, classy. You know what I'm saying? You've got the newest phone, and you're like you doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And that I still have that same effect when I look at people in like third world countries and shit. They're having iPhones or Androids, nice ones too, but they barely have any electricity in their house. They still gotta go outside to go take a shit or some shit. It's crazy how they're living. So this movie really kind of put a glimpse. It puts you in the shoes of a family who's living in subpar standards. And the man, the father, Kim, he you can notice off in the very first at the beginning of it, he was kind of like tapped out a little bit. The thing was he's never really lost his ambition, but it's just he still works. It's just that the thing is what often happens in life is that circumstances in life seems to defeat people. When you're young and you're viral and you're youthful, you have the world ahead of you. As you get older, the world starts to take blows at you. Patience isn't so much instilled in instilled discipline that and it's not a virtue that a lot of people hold on with them into their later years of their life. We do start to see people who are starting to, like the Jeff Bezos is in the world. He started this company what, like fucking 1995 or some shit. Now look at the motherfucker. There are very few pockets of people in the world who literally take the patience and allow it to fruitfully grow into their lives. That this movie is another stark reality of that, right? Kim, he was tired of his circumstances. The nigga was done. He was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm tired of being in this basement. Fuck, man. I'm just, it is what it is. But he still was studied and he was focused throughout all of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He did not give up in it. You could tell by the way he was looking at the girl folding the boxes, and he was still into it. So the son and the daughter, they all caught after the father. They were very great con artists and stuff like that. This movie shows the extent that when your back is against the wall, you will do anything. you will turn into an entirely different person because your back is against the wall in order to get that next meal, in order to get better. You become somebody different. And those are some of the benefits to coming up and having so many challenges ahead of you. When it comes to a lot of richer, silver spoon fed people, we always wonder why, those people are like, they have attitude problems. They so entitled. They can't take any challenges that face their lives, and certain shit that seems like to be the end of their world over there is just a scratch on our skin for people who come from impoverished neighborhoods who have really had to struggle from the top. And the issue in the situation is that these people who had to really work for the stuff that they have, and these people who have just been handed shit their whole life, these people look at these people with disdain, right? Because these people don't give a fuck. These people aren't even phasing their minds, right? Ain't even phased by them. Ain't even thinking about them. And that right there, ignoring my existence, ignoring the existence of another human, is something that is unbothered. Like it's I'm gonna show you how deep this feeling is for humans. Okay? As a baby, if we don't get human contact, babies can either, they most likely die, or they will develop permanent issues, disabilities with their lives if they do not get touched, if they do not get attention. We need attention, some more than others, right? But acknowledgement and attention, all those things really. Look at fucking Gucci. Look at the stat. Look at all this shit, man. We do shit to get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't just do shit just to do shit. We have to get noticed. We need to be loved. Kim ended up stabbing Mr. Park even after his own daughter got killed and was dying right before his eyes because of the total disdain. Even when their lives, like these poor people were dying, and Mr. Park literally still in those moments, all he could do was just pinch his nose because of the sheer stench that these poor people had. So Kim killed him. Kim killed Park because, like, if you watch it, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. I'm over here kind of just doing this off the spur. If I wrote this down, which I'm gonna start disciplining myself to do a lot more, is write my topics down. I just come in here and I just wing it most of the time, but like it just should just touch me so much because we really put that type of movie up in the forefront and we garnished it with so many awards simply for the fact that we're in a society where we can really kind of do that types of things. We can look at these circumstances that other people are looking at for sheer enjoyment and entertainment, right? We do have very poor people here in America, but our poor is not the same poor in some countries in Africa or some countries in India. It is not. Our poor is not that poor. Okay? We still have other luxuries that we're able to experience. I could sit on my bed and chill for a whole Saturday. I could play some video games for a whole Saturday, a whole day. Nigga, I ain't gotta do shit. I got a bottle right here. I can chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich. But compared to the rest of the world, oh, we're the top 1%. Fuck yeah. We're the top 1%. Okay? And, you know, it just takes so much to really, like, see and glean from that. When I saw this movie, that's what it really kind of, it even instilled it further into me. What type of society we live in. What kind of society would watch a movie portraying literal lives of people, the literal decisions some people have to make just to get out the circumstances and potentially put their, not even just themselves lives in dangers, but their families lives in dangers. They would do this shit for the sake of what? A better life? You know, for acknowledgement? You know what I'm saying? Just to survive? We can sit here in our society and really see this shit as entertainment And that's something that struck me. I may be thinking too deep into this shit, which a lot of people will say I am. But I say that y'all are not thinking. I say other people are not thinking. And this is what's dangerous. This is how we get into the circumstances where we're relying on the government, you know? This is how we get into circumstances where, oh, I don't know what happened, it just happened. The fuck? No, it didn't just happen. Nigga, your eyes weren't open. You weren't paying attention to shit. You weren't thinking. You know? That's what this is. That's what this movie did. It's a very thinking type of a movie, you know? And hey, there's a time and place for surface level stuff. I just don't think, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think I have the luxury of doing that just yet. I think we do, you know, but I don't have the luxury of just having surface level type of conversations. My family is on the brink of, you know, another disaster. I mean, my family, we're blessed right now. We got 3 people in the household that are working, and I have 2 jobs. So, you know, we're blessed right now, but how much work did we have to put in for this? How many sacrifices did we have to put in? You know? How many hundreds of dollars did we use on food and use on other things instead of buying our own new shoes and buying other stuff that we'd had to go through to get to the place that we're at right now? You know? How many times have we had to sacrifice for that shit? You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? I can't even count how many times that we've done some shit like that. So it's like, I don't really have the luxury of doing that just yet. I don't have the nice stuff. Me and my, we can afford it right now. Now we're starting able to afford it, but we don't really have all this Gucci, this Louis Vuitton, this Christian Louboutin and shit like that. These nice designer things. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have all that shit yet. But it's because we've had to make sacrifices. Once we're able to get to the point where I'm not on the brink, I don't feel like one fucking disaster is gonna just destroy my entire family's finances and my entire position in life. Once I feel like we can get to that point, then we could have some surface level conversations. But I don't think that any of us, any of the people who are in the middle class, lower middle class, and what I mean by middle class is if you're making less than fucking like 70, $80,000. I honestly think that middle class is more $100,000, but if you're making less than 70,000, $60,000 a year, you do not necessarily have as much luxury time as other people do to talk about surface level shit and just not to just be doing regular shit. You don't really have that. You've got to climb up to the top. You've got to make sure, what I'm fighting for is to make sure that my family has the generational wealth. And with generational wealth, what y'all motherfuckers need to start talking about and thinking about is y'all motherfuckers, y'all stop at generational wealth. Always good at generational wealth. Motherfucker, it's not just about fucking money. It's about the mindset. Nigga, y'all gotta think about the fucking mindset, right? If you get it, when you get that fucking money, you need to make sure that the people who coming after you are able to keep the money. And not only keep it, but grow it, right? That comes with the mindset. You, it's not just about getting the money. You gotta keep the shit. Getting money is a lot easier than you think, right? And it's not easy to get a lot of money. It's not easy, but it's easier to get the money than it is to get the mindset in order to keep and grow that money, right? We gotta start thinking about how we're using our fucking brains in this society that we're in right now, y'all. Man, I wanted to get into that shit, y'all. It was a poignant moment where the son was introduced to the woman by men, right? Men even said, he was like, yo, I want to get married to this girl when she graduates university. When she comes into university, I want to marry her. And this nigga went and started kissing and fucking on this chick, bro. That's That is disgusting to me because you can't trust a lot of people out here in this world. There's some men right now, man, fucking men gave him the opportunity to succeed and shit. And that's something that I'm thinking about myself. I'm starting to get into the position of my life where I can start to give blessings to other people. And I've given at least one opportunity to one person right now. I'm finna give a second opportunity out to somebody else. You know, my biggest fear is letting my kindness put myself in the grave. You know, you cannot be too naive in a world like this. Everyone has their own agenda. Everyone. People pretend Take a look at your fucking self. You pretend at your job. Then when you go home, you probably do what the fuck ever you want. Y'all niggas, some of y'all motherfuckers is snorting coke right now, probably. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But what I am trying to tell you is that everyone has a different agenda. So you need to make sure you're not putting yourself in a situation. I get it when rich people don't want to give enough money out to all these other people. Why? Because they need to solidify their fucking position. You know, the CEOs, they need to be making these millions and such and such, right? And I'm not gonna give you that much. I'm not gonna give you no fucking a lot of money. You know why? Because I know y'all motherfuckers envy my spot. Y'all want my spot. Y'all will do the same fucking thing, right? It's about giving when you're in a position to give, right? You've got to be, and not just because, oh, I just got the job, I've been here for a week or two. Y'all motherfuckers, especially people who are asking for job referrals and shit, nigga, I've been at the job. I ain't even been at the job for a month. Damn, I ain't even been at the job for a month and you asking for a referral? The fuck? See, I see where your intentions align at. I know where they're at. It's you. I'm simply a pawn in your fucking game, right? You're not gonna tell me that. You don't have to. Your actions do. Your actions do. I ain't been at the job for a fucking month. There could be very great intentions. I know shit is tough for you. I know shit is tough for you. There are, life will fucking uppercut you, knock you down to the dirt. When you hit rock bottom, that's not the lowest you can go. When you hit rock bottom, you can get scraped along the bottom, my nigga. I understand what it's like to be at the fucking bottom, right? But shit, I'm not gonna help you get out that motherfucking bottom because your ass is gonna drag me down too. That's the type of world we're living in right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even the world we're living in right now. It's always been like that. It's human nature. It's human fucking nature. That's why you've got to vet your friends and the people that you're intimate with. All these people have to be in the same trajectory. Like attracts like. Your vibe attracts your tribe. But sometimes some aspects of your vibe can bleed into other aspects of other people, and just because you both are business minded doesn't and you guys are ambitious in building your business doesn't mean that you guys will do the same things in order to get the said business to a successful level. Some people may want to kill. Some people may want to take out the competition. Other people may simply want to learn more about their customer and improve their product so that people were just drawn to it. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways to gain success. When you're with someone who is like-minded like you need to figure out what it is that they're willing to do to get to success. And not only willing to do, but not willing to do for success. That is just as important, man. Yo, y'all should watch the movie. We should talk about this shit. You know, I apologize if I'm a little too deep with some shit, y'all, but hey, somebody's gotta think like this. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this shit. Deuces.